Good morning, everybody. Auronnj here with another honkaistarrail video, and it's been a minute since we've covered any honkaistarrail on my main channel, but I'm in the middle of, actually maybe a little further than in the middle of, my 4-star only playthrough of this game. You can see my roster, my level 60 units, as I've just cleared the Lofu, getting carried by Sampo and Little King and Hanya. It has been a blast. I will say, this is the most fun I've had playing honkaistarrail using just the 4-star characters, and we just got a new banner today with some banger 4 stars on it. Obviously, Gallagher, I don't know a ton about Gallagher yet. I know he's a healer, and I know I need to level a second healer up, so it's kind of a good timing for him dropping, but I also have not pulled Pella on this account yet. This is a very, very low spending account with the goal of just being, can you clear this game as like free-to-play low spender and only using 4-star characters? I think you can, and it's been a blast. And obviously everybody has Dan, but hitting some Dan dupes wouldn't be bad. My main 2 targets are Gallagher and Pella, and so we're gonna go in and do some pulls here. Now, in terms of like how this account is going or like why I'm playing on here, hey, I have heard a lot of people say that if you want to experience this game and have the most fun, the way to go at it is just use those 4 stars. And I was pretty skeptical of that. Himiko is my favorite character in this game. I have her on this account, and it's been so hard for me not to use her. But everything I've done in the game, ooh, there's a new light cone. By the way, pulling new light cones, that's always a win, and that is okay. I don't have that one, so we'll take it. Anyway, it has been a blast. The challenge is definitely there. Clearing simulated universe. So we did not hit one of the new 4 stars, a 4-star character I didn't have right there. That pull is actually kind of a big L. Even though pulling any 4-star light cone feels good on this account, I really want Pella and I really want Gallagher. So let's see if we can do a little better here. Anyway, like simulated universe runs, right? On my last account where I had, I forget his name, the Rose Knight, he was new when I started that account, and man, he would just like help me overpower all those levels. Himiko follow-up attack comps, I could just crush it. And here, there's my Pella, first time, love to see it. I have to use so much, like elemental advantage is a huge deal. So I'm kind of forced to level and play a lot more characters instead of just overpowering it with whoever the newest, strongest character is. The very first time I played honkaistarrail, I felt like I kind of ruined my account because I had Sela Branya, and Sela Branya just, like, it felt so easy to just beat things. And I'm sure that's fallen off by now, but I had like E6 Sela. My pulls were insane. And honestly, until this round of pulls, which so far hasn't been anything special, my pulls on this account have also been pretty good. There's my E1 Pella. Still no Gallagher, which is not the greatest thing in the world, but we got a lot of Jade, and having dupes of these 4-star characters is nice. Okay, I have enough Jade to do several more pulls. If I pull the new chick, I'll tell you what, I did her character trial. I might use her, but not to clear content, just to like clear trash mobs when farming. That is by far the coolest out of combat ability they've added in this game, is the ability to just walk up to mobs. There's swordplay. I already had that one once. So a dupe of that's not bad. I'm not using it currently because I'm also not using Shushang at all, but we'll see. Maybe I work that in. Having having duplicates of any of these 4-star light codes is nice. What's this one do again? Same target. Damage goes up by dealing the same target, stacking 5 times. This is solid for a hunt character. And again, my light cone selection is just so limited. I have 0 5-star light cones on this account. Like, that's how little pulling I've actually done. I have never even accidentally to 5-star light cone, which again, that's another area where I'm just so much less powerful, but the account, it feels okay. I don't know, and there's a Dan Hang dupe, that's fine. I don't know how doable this would have been. It's definitely would have been doable, but I don't know how much harder this would have been. There's 2 4 stars, that's great. Back at the beginning of the game where you didn't have all this extra side content to do, one thing that's really helped me out is keeping my Trailblazer level up, because I've never run out of things to do, right? Every time the game has a big patch, there's some new, whether it's like the archaeological museum on Bellabog or the boxing club, which was kind of the first one we got. All this side content that gives Jade and account experience has helped me keep my Trailblazer level at a point where I felt like, hey, I can just go farm a little bit, get 10 more levels. There's another new light cone, which, where's Gallagher? There's Pella again. I'm excited for Pella, but yo, Gallagher, come on, man. Come on out, Gallagher. I wouldn't mind a Gallagher or two. Am I excited about this light cone? Destro light cone. Okay, this is really good. Increased damage dealt by the wearer by 20%. Also deals 20% of damage to enemies whose current HP is equal to... Yeah, I like that. It's definitely going to be good for him. I'm not using Arlen, though. He's one of the few 4-star characters I'm not using. He feels weak. Even on a 4-star only account, he feels weak. Now, here's a chance at the new chick. I will say I back-to-back pulled the last 5-star character. Like literally, I think it was at like 40 or 50 pulls. I pulled her, and then the next pull pulled her again. So I could definitely lose a 50-50 right here. I'm in that 50-50 lose area. I don't want Yukong, man. It's a new character. It's another new 4-star character. But where's Gallagher? He's featured on this. Okay, I hit Archeron. I want to call her Archeron. That's definitely not it. Acheron. She's insane. Okay, there's my new farming 5-star character. At least I get to run around with her and farm. I bet you that's really OP in like Simulated Universe, which I've heard you can do her insta clears in Simulated Universe. But to stay true to this account, I'm just gonna throw all my Jade at these pulls. Like, where's Gallagher? Come on, Gallagher. How have I pulled the featured 5-star character before I pulled the new featured 4-star character? Anyhow, I feel like that's gonna be great in Simulated Universe. The problem is, I can't use her like to do what I want to do with this account, which I'm going to try to stay true to it. I can't like use her to clear bosses. Another Dan Hang dupe. That's something. So I'd have to bring her in, you know, after one boss into the run. There's Gallagher. Awesome. And more fire characters. Like Fire MC is nice. It kind of always is able to help you, you know, represent the fire element. But having a different fire character, even one who's abundance, will be great. And I've heard he's kind of like budget Luosha. And I had Luosha once. Nah, let's pull some more. Let's pull some more. Pulling on a 4-star only account just helps a bunch. Yeah, I've used Luosha in the past, and he really was an excellent healer. I've only been using Natasha on this one, mostly because even though Lynx was featured on the last banner, and I had several duplicates of Lynx, you don't get to the point in the game where you can farm her Ascendance materials until, like, you are done with the Lofu and plus some. And that was awkward. So I had her leveled, and I was leveling her up, and okay, a hunt light come there. But gosh dang, I couldn't ascend her, and that felt terrible. Okay, well, wait, one more pull. So here we go. This is going to tap us out on Stellar Jade. Still so much more Jade for me to earn in this game. It's crazy. Overall, these pulls have been good. Pella's a character I definitely wanted to use. My ice element has been limited to Herta, who... Herta's a character that I thought sucked on all the other accounts that I've ever played, mostly because, you know, I just had better carries. Still, I see the potential with Herta, as she's somebody who I've leaned into. Her and Pella will make a nice little ice duo for me. I think Pella's probably better. There's a Gallagher dupe, which is probably really nice. I'm going to keep pulling on this banner every chance I get. You know, every time I basically get 1600 Jade, or yeah, whenever I have enough to do some pulls, I still want to hunt some more duplicates of these characters. Let's see where I got. Specifically, let's see where I got with old Dan Hang, because he is somebody I've kind of used in the past, although Sampo has been, yeah, Sampo's insane. I had no idea how good Sampo was. And I'm sure compared to like all of these other 5-star characters that are out, these 4-stars that I'm like gushing over are kind of nothing. Okay, reduce talent's cooldown by 1 turn and skill level ups. So there's my Dan. He's E3 now. I might lean into him a little bit, but much more excited. Yukong, not so much excited about. There's a free duplicate of her I can go get. And then Gallagher, I get regenerates 20 energy at the beginning of battle and increases effect resist by 50. That 50 effect resist is nice. Then I'll have to like dig more into his kit to see how good his Eidolons are. But here we go. When an enemy is defeated, she regenerates 5 energy. You love to see that. When using skill to remove buffs, increase speed. Yep, that's good. Give me those skill level ups. And that's where I got with Pella. So nice little E3 Pella to add to my team. And then we got Acheron here. Acheron. Good. There's names in this game that I struggle with saying. Anyway, if you guys just are curious about what I'm doing with honkaistarrail right now, this is it. This is what I'm doing. So here's my account. I'm going to add Pella and Gallagher to this mix pretty soon. As long as, let me see, what do you need? Am I going to run into the same problem with him that I ran into with Lynx, getting these little materials? These might be like currently farmable as kind of like a preview farm. Let's ascend him. I'm just going to go ahead and level him a little bit because he's making his way onto my team for sure. So let's see, it's Ascension materials. If I want to go farm those, simulated universe enemies, no. Where's like, this is, I'm not to the part yet where I even, hold on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys know. I'm mostly just rolling it for a second. These things. So Raging Heart. So it is temporary early access. So at least while I'm leveling him here, I do have temporary early access. But notice how these newer characters, how early you need these purple mats. Like you don't need purple mats on Sampo yet. And he's level 60 for me. To get Gallagher to 40 plus, you need them, which is definitely different than the older characters like Pella, for example, who I'll be adding to my team. But anyway, that's what I'm doing with Honkai Star Rail. Figured I'd just make a little video of my pulls. Really enjoying this playthrough. And I think when I get to the end game, like if I can successfully do this and clear all of the content, maybe not like your harder Memories of Chaos levels and things like that, but all the, you know, all the simulated universe stuff, push into Memory of Chaos as far as I can. There's obviously going to be gear farming that's going to be hard to do without dropping a bunch of cash. Yeah, I put out some 4-star guides. Talk about which one of these characters are actually the best compared to only their other 4-star counterparts. I think that would be a fun way to make some Honkai Star Rail content. Still a ways to go before I get there though. So hopefully I do. See y'all later. Peace.